Hello, welcome to the Real Internet Come Forth YouTube channel. My name is Internet Smith and I am your instructor for today. Today's video will be about Intro to Workforce. Um, Under my empowerment ministry, I have been teaching seminars for almost 6 years. Intro to Workforce, Intro to Business Management, and how to write a book or book series. So today I will be teaching from my packet again, like I always teach from. And I will be giving you the backdrop of the purpose of these seminars, why do I teach them. Okay, so Empowerment Ministry, our mission is to empower people for Christ. And we base that on Acts 1:8. But ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses both unto me, both in Jerusalem and all Judea and in Samaria and to the othermost part of the earth. So that is our mission, to empower people for Christ wherever He sends us. Okay. And the other purpose for these seminars, pages on the stick. The other purpose for these seminars is to empower men and women to obtain employment, to create, set up, start, and manage your own business. Communication. How you communicate is vital to your success, progress, or failure to your business. What you say is as important as how you dress. Dress to impress. It is critical how you dress. First impressions are lasting impressions. The importance of dress to impress is to promote health, wealth, dignity, and respect for yourself. Treat people how you treat yourself. Note, if you do not take yourself serious, your business or your dream serious, no one else will. Encourage yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Believe in yourself. Talk to yourself. I believe in myself. I talk to myself on the daily basis. You have to learn to be your own best friend. You have to learn to encourage yourself. Believe in yourself. And then if you convince yourself, then you'll be more convincing to others. Okay. These are the interview and business meeting guidelines that I go by, that I've taught many people to go by. And when you go either on an interview for a job or for a business meeting, you want to dress in business attire. You want to have on if you're a man, you want to have a button-down shirt, probably a tie. If you don't want to wear a tie, then wear a collar shirt with some slacks, dress shoes. You don't want to go in there in jeans and a t-shirt. If you're a lady, you want to dress professional, have on you a nice blouse with some slacks, or if you wear a skirt, that's fine with some dress shoes. No body piercing showing. If you have nose rings, eye rings, earrings all up here, you might want to tone that down because you're going for a job interview and you don't want the people to think that you in a gang or anything like that. So just remove all of your body piercings that's visible, okay, for your interview. No bold hair colors. You know you're going to try to get a job. You don't want to wear pink hair, blue hair. Tone it down to maybe one color. I got this streak of gray here because my hair is really gray in the front. But tone it down. Don't go in there with orange hair, yellow hair, green hair. I've seen all color hairs, but you want to tone it down because you want to get the job. You need a job, and so you want to look presentable. Men, make sure that you are shaved and groomed. Don't have a beard way down to here and you not comb and groom hair. Fix yourself up. Get your hair cut, or if you have hair, make sure it's, down and not everywhere. And if you have a beard, make sure it's lined up, trimmed up, and things of that nature. You want to look presentable, Women wear light perfume and light makeup. You don't know if your interviewer have allergies or not, and so you don't want to trigger their allergies with a lot of perfume or a lot of cologne. Your makeup, you want to keep it to a bare minimum. If you off work and you want to wear pink, purple, blue, a rainbow array of eyeshadows, then do that, after you get the job and when you're at home, but not to your interview. Okay. No long fingernails. Um, I know a lot of people like to wear the acrylic nails. It's depending on the job that you're applying for, but you want to tone that down as well. You want to be able to use your hand because you going to work, and if they see you with long fingernails, they're gonna be like, this lady is not gonna be able to type. She's not gonna be able to ring up anything. She's not gonna be able to really write because your nails are too long. So just cut them down, tone them down, because you need a job. Okay. Sit up straight at all times. Always sit up straight. Always remain eye contact and be honest. When they're talking to you, you want to look directly to them, and you want to answer each question that they ask you honestly. If you tell the truth, then if they ask you again, you can tell the same answer. Okay. Listen, then speak. Keep answers short and sweet. If they ask you, well, what was your last job? Well, my last job was at McDonald's. Leave it at that. That's what they ask. What was your last job? Don't say, well, my last job was at McDonald's. I didn't really like them people. That's why I quit. Don't do that. Just short and sweet. Short answers. Don't volunteer information. Okay? Always yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, to give and gain respect. Okay? Always thank them for taking the time to meet with you. Always thank your interviewer for taking time to meet you, because it's many people that apply for jobs every day, send resumes, and they chose yours. So consider it a privilege and honor that they chose you. So thank them for taking the time to sit down and talk to you, to get to know you, to even consider you for the job position that you're applying for. Always bring a notebook to take notes to show that you're serious. Some interviews can go long and they probably give you a date to come back for orientation or for drug testing or for a second interview, and you want to write that down. You don't want to forget. And so don't think you're going to remember everything. So just take you a short pen and paper is better than a long memory, is what I always say. So take you a little small notebook and a pen and a paper, and you want to jot down the things that they're saying to you that's going to be beneficial to you in the future. And they're watching, like, okay, she really paying attention or he really paying attention, so that's a good thing to do. Okay, always arrive 10 to 15 minutes early to show that you're serious. You don't want, if they say your job interview is for 2:00, you don't want to get there at 2. You want to get there ahead of time, so make sure you parked and rested and check in, and be sitting waiting on them. Don't let them be waiting on you. You wait on them. So get there early. I always say 10 to 15 minutes early is good. Okay. Always get the interviewer name. Whatever person that does your interview, get their name. Ask them their name, so that way, if you don't hear from them in a day or two, you can call and say, okay, Miss Antoinette interviewed me on Thursday. I'm just checking on my application to see if I need to do anything else, or if she consider me for the job. Always get their name. Okay? All right. So we're going to start with the intro to workforce. Okay, what is your dream job? What is your dream career? Okay, what excites you? Excite, to stimulate, to exhilarate, electrify, and provoke. What excites you? What gets you excited? What is that you like to do? My dream job that excites me is caregiving. Anything caring for people, taking care of people, the elderly. I just absolutely love it. Excites me when I have somebody to take care of. Okay, what is your passion? Passion is an intense, overmastering feeling, strong desire, or devotion. What are you passionate about? Are you passionate about doing hair? Are you passionate about cars? Are you passionate about woodwork? Are you passionate about plumbing? What is it that you're passionate about that you just you think about it, you dream about it, you just passionate about it? Okay? What task or hobby do you perform with joy, whether you get paid for it or not? What is it that you do that you love, that you get paid, that you would do it whether you got paid for it or not? What is it that you do that you would do every day whether you got paid for it or not. Okay? What do you see that breaks your heart? What is that you see in this world, in your town, in your community, in your church or your neighborhood that just break your heart? Who pain do you feel? Who pain do you feel? What saddens you? You know, what saddens you? What makes you sad? If you see somebody hurting, are you hurt? If you see somebody crying, are you moved by with compassion for them? Okay. Who problems are you willing to solve? Who problems are you willing to solve? All of these questions reveal your assignment. They reveal your purpose. They reveal your provision. All of these things will help you to know what's your dream job, what's your dream career, what are you passionate about, what do you see yourself doing for a long extended period of time. All of these courses is to ignite you and to help you to figure out what it is that you want to do with your life, with all of the gifts and talent that God has given you. What is your willingness to solve problems that will create wealth for you? You are an answer to somebody's problem. That's why people have jobs. That's why they have careers, because they are answering people problems. I'm a caregiver, so I answer people problems by taking care of the sick people, the disabled people, the dementia, the sick and shut in. So I'm an answer to their problem because they need someone to take care of them. Okay, so clues to your assignment will be in your daily life. It's something you're doing every day that will that is guiding you toward your destiny, your dream job, your dream career, your passion, that thing that you just absolutely love to do, your niche in life. You know, when you keep like, oh, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been waiting on. You know, this is what I want to do, you know. Study yourself. Study your passions, study your fields, study your habits. Study yourself. Pay attention to yourself to see what you like and what you don't like. Okay? Now, for your dream job or dream career, how would you like for God to make you COO, Chief Operating Officer of the company that you will work for? How would you like to be the vice president of the ministry that you work for? Um, how would you like to? How would you like to for someone to trust you? Be the second woman or second man in command of somebody else, all of their possessions, and they just trust you with it. How would you like to be that? Favor would take you where money, time, and talents can't. Okay? So prosperity. Prosperity is God pushing you forward in your career, your business, your family, your ministry. Okay? So you want to prosper. You say, behold all things, I prosper even as thy soul prospers. Okay? Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prospers. And that's the scripture for one of my companies, the Gentle Touch in Home Care, because we are his hands. And so the more our mind prosper, then we begin to prosper, our bodies begin to prosper, and we will be in good health. Okay? So I'm going to talk about today how to prepare a resume. A resume is simply you selling yourself on paper. That's all it is. You selling yourself on paper. They see the paper before they see you. And so you want to sell yourself on paper. So the format for a resume, whether you mail it or drop it off or email it, you want to try to make it one page. You know, straight, quick, to the point. You want to make it one page. You don't want to send 3 and 4 pages, and and they don't have a lot of time to read through everything. You want to create a header front size 14 to 16 or a 12 or larger, and always use black ink. Don't use purple, pink, all these different colors for your resume. Use black on white paper. That's what we love to see. Leave lots of space to entice the employer to read it easily. You want to space it out. Excuse me. Leave a space between the sentences and the things that you're writing, so it'll be easy to read. You know, if we got to squint our eyes and try to figure out what you're saying and everything is bunched up, they're gonna go to the next one. They're gonna go to the next one. Use correct spelling, appropriate grammar, and no misspelled words. They have a spell check on most computers, or use a dictionary or use your phone to make sure, and take your time to go over your resume. Make sure that you're writing everything correctly and spelling everything correctly, because misspelled words and unfinished sentences, it signals that you don't care, or that you're rushing through something. You're really not serious and paying attention to the things that you're doing. So you want to make sure and double check that you have all the correct grammar, spelling is correct, and no misspelled words. Error-free resume pleases the employer right away. Every misspelled word, like I said, it makes them pause. It makes you pause, be like, what is they saying? They didn't even take time to reread what they wrote. And so you don't want them to say that about you. You want them to know that you're careful and that you're very attentive. Okay? Contact information. Instant messaging, email or Gmail, cell phone, or landline. Don't make it difficult for the employee to contact you. Avoid a phone tag. If they call you and you miss their call, get back to them as soon as possible. Don't let them have to call you 3 and 4 times. If they send you an email, email them right back, within an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Don't leave them waiting, because, they're reaching out to you. You applied for a job and they're trying to see if you're available, because positions go just like that. Okay, so avoid playing phone tag with your employer, future employee, and respond to their emails or messages very quickly, very rapidly. Writing customized an objective for each job and employer. The objective is your opportunity to connect your skills, experiences, trait, job requirements that the employer is seeking. When you do objective or a profile, you always want to, like I said, you're selling yourself on paper. So I just give you an example of what a profile is or objective is. And it says that my name is Antoinette Smith. It's in my header, Antoinette Smith. My address is da 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 da. My phone number is this, and this is my email account. All of that is at the top of the header. Okay. Now I'm going to my profile, which is my objective. And it says, I'm a highly capable caregiver with 25 plus years experience in compassionate companionship, personal care, medication reminder, meal preparation, Alzheimer's, dementia, respite, and rehabilitation care in assisted living, rehabs, and in-home care. That's a quick profile, because I'm applying for a job for a caregiver or a CNA, because this is the job that they're looking for. You want to read the post and that the job description that the employer is looking for. So always read the description of the kind of job that they're in need of help of. Okay, and so that's what you want to highlight in your resume. Okay. Let's see. Read the post carefully. Like I said, read the post carefully to pick out exactly what the employer needs are. Okay. Include career highlight, qualification. This section of the resume is usually a series of bullet points to emphasize the most important career experience, your skills, your personality traits, key accomplishments from your work history. Okay, so skills, like your special skills or skills that I have. I'm a relationship builder. I'm compassionate. I'm dependable. I'm flexible. I'm patient. I'm loving. I'm very observant. I'm a problem solver. I have physical strength and stamina, and I'm very flexible. So you want them to know, like I told you, you're selling yourself on paper. So they'll say, okay, this lady is dependable. You know, she has physical strength, so that means she's able to lift up on the clients. She dependable, that means she come to work. She compassionate, so that means she can sympathize with the residents, okay? And that she's very patient. So if they are having a bad day and they don't want to cooperate and get in the shower, she's patient to take her time and wait and just keep trying until they're ready to do it, okay? And so, and then problem solving. They understand, they know that I have ability to solve different problems. Like if the client don't want to eat their food or take their medication, then I have a way to figure out how to get them to take their medication and eat their food, okay? So those are some of the special skills. For each employer, clearly indicate the company name and your position and dates of employment. This is your work history. Okay, when you're doing your work history, you want to have the correct name of the employer that you worked for previously. You want to have the correct dates, you know, that you listed that you work. They usually ask for a phone number. They usually ask for the manager that you work for or the owner or something like that. You want to make sure that information is accurate because they want to go back to check your work history with this other company to see why did you leave that company or was you fired or something like that. So you want to use the correct information on your resume because these probably one of the questions that they're going to ask you in the interview. Okay, so you want your answers to match. Remember, I told you, be honest. You okay? Let's see. Education statement. State the dates of attendance, minor or major, and degrees. Your education, you finished high school, name of the high school, or you went to trade school. You have a certificate as a CNA license. You have a child development. And I'm just listing things that I have on minds to give you an example what should be under education and qualifications or either certifications. Okay, so high school or GED. You probably went to trade school. I have a CNA license. I have a child development certificate. I have food safety license, and I have a CPR license. So you want to list a list of accomplishments and certificates and awards and stuff that you have, certifications that you have, so they'll know that you actually went to school and learned a trade for the job that you're applying for, that you have some type of schooling and education to back up your work history. Okay? Let's see what's the next. Include a section of list of awards and recognitions. Example, president of the Beta Club, secretary of the newspaper, or you can put you a youth director, a church director. You volunteer for the church. You on the board of directors for the community. That you help out. The widows and the sick and shut in, something like that. Because you're selling yourself on paper, so you want them to see that you are a people person, that you deal with people, that you do things, that you volunteer of yourself, that you give of yourself to help others and help to build, the community. Okay. The next one is, let me see. Okay, I already said that. Include references, 2 to 3 references. You want to use professional references. Do not use Pookie, your cousin, or Junebug down the street. You want to use maybe your pastor, if you have a pastor, a former employer that you have, a former manager that you was on good terms with. You probably want to use them. You probably want to use one of your teachers, high school teachers or college professors or somebody like that. Maybe your hairstylist. Somebody that's of a profession that can, when they answer the phone, they'll be able to talk to the employer, and say they can speak of your character, saying, yes, I know Antoinette. She's a nice lady. She come and get her hair done here once a month. I've been knowing her for 10 or 15 years, or I had her in my CPR class. She's very attentive. She was always early. She paid attention to everything and she passed her classes. So you want someone professional as your references, 2 to 3. Okay. And then lastly, believe in yourself. If they called you for the job then they're highly considering you. Everything else is once you get there. If they see your resume and it's done correctly, then they call you for the job. You 90% there. The other 10% is when you get right in front of them. Sit up straight, be honest, keep your answers short and sweet. And so we're going to do a recap of the resume layout. You want the profile, remember, at the top of the page, your header. And then you can also put it at the bottom of your page, just your address and phone number and email number at the bottom of your page, so that way they can see it again. You want your education history. You want to present your awards and achievements. You want your special skills. You want your employment history. You want your social experiences and your references. Okay, so I pray that I have been a blessing unto you, and good luck with your resumes. Good luck with your dream job. Good luck with your dream career. May you be everything that God intended for you to be, and welcome to the workforce. Thank you.